Hey everyone, Chalk here. And today, I started this video way too late. EWOW 2B deadline was May 5th, which is tomorrow. And it's kind of later in the day than I usually do these. But, I've been pushed for time lately. Enough said, let's get into this. Actually, before I forget, somebody put a bit of my video in their video, because apparently I ranked their response. So that was cool. Also, I ranked 10 responses in the last one, so I have a chance of getting a shout out on this one, which will be amazing. Without further ado, let's watch EWOW 2B.
Hello contestants of the EWOW universe, it's me, Carrie Huang, and it's time for EWOW 2B. Last episode, I asked you
To be or not to be? That is the question. I'm going to stop.
the prompt. 6 years ago, we feasted on Tide Pods. Which pods are we feasting on now? 8,623 of the total 16,607 contestants responded. Let's see how you all performed. So, 431st place and
I would have performed terribly. My response was horrible. It was bad. I can't even remember what it was, but it sucked. It was way worse than the ones I ranked. I couldn't think of anything. I don't even know what a Tide Pod is. So, but let's see how I did, I guess.
up will gain 1 life. 4,397th place and up will gain 0 lives, and ranks 4,398th down to 8,623rd will lose 1 life. And the 7,984 people who didn't respond to EWOW 2 will automatically lose a life. Now, I know there are a few of you who did respond to EWOW 2, but with a different email. But to be honest,
I like how it was so obvious he was reading off a script that he was like, fuck it, I'll put the script in the corner of the screen. But yeah, I might have lost a life on this one. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did. But who knows, maybe I gained a life. Either way, there's going to be loads of these. So if I don't lose a life every time, hopefully at some point I'll gain a life.
I did state clearly from the beginning, please stick with the same email throughout the season. It's how I'll identify and contact you. I know, it really does suck to lose a life over something so trivial, but everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Why is... Okay, I never watched Hannah Montana, so I don't get the reference. But, what did he put here? I can give you life back because there's too... I can't give you your life back because there's too many people. Perhaps 1,000 plus in this competition. What? In the situations to figure out who can fairly get their life back, etc., etc. These EWOW cogs just gotta keep turning, I'm afraid. Don't get the Hannah Montana reference, but I understand his, reason for making people lose lives. And I don't really get, got nothing against Gary. Great guy.
Also, with the 16,000 of you competing, I really can't respond to the dozens of emails from you guys asking for extensions or case-by-case assistance, because the show will inevitably grind to a halt. The task is just to write 11 words, so if you wrote more in your request to me for an extension, it might have just been quicker to write the response in the first place. Often, less is more, and you'll be surprised with how well you do. Overall,
I agree with that. Even though, a lot of the responses I ranked were way more than 10 words, and as for me, I made sure my response was 10 words, and I'll do that each time. 11 words. I do this every time. It's 11 words of wisdom. Either way, I make sure my response is 11 words, just because I think, it helps. And I don't know, emailing Carrie during the competition seems a bit. I'm not fully against anyone who'd want to do that. I don't understand why, but personally, it's not something I do, and I understand why he's saying what he's saying.
consider each mishap a lesson learned for the future, and since none of you are eliminated yet, you all still have a chance to learn and win. 4,652 voters cast 19,513.
Honestly, I'm just hyped. I'm still in the competition. Wasn't even eliminated yet. Just like no one else. So.
Votes in EWOW 2, which means the average voter cast a satisfyingly high 4.19 votes. It also means we got 3,000 more votes on EWOW 2 than on EWOW 1.
Largely thanks to me. Oh, I know. Again, come on, let's get that shout out.
Which allows for EWOW 2's responses to get an average of 23 votes instead of 11. Also, every response got at least 5 votes, with some responses receiving triple digits. As promised, here's 3 shoutouts to exemplary voters. Sylvatic98 put informative little descriptions of each keyword. Limitless Chord 7319 discussed the importance of originality with high activity voters. and Henwith Ty 1346 felt bad for the
Oh.
EWOWer who didn't get a vote last time, so they voted.
Maybe I should have personalized the thing a bit. I don't know. I think I might have added something to the comment. I remember in the last video, I wasn't even using my chalk account as I was typing it out. I just typed what I was going to write out in the video, and then copy and pasted it over to my chalk account and commented it on my chalk account. Can't remember what I wrote. I'm not surprised I didn't get a shout out. There's over 13,000 people in the competition, so I'm not upset or anything like that. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, I think if we keep doing the whole, 10 votes thing, maybe someday, who knows?
Voted so many times it doesn't even fit on the screen. Massive thank you to the 3 of you, and also the thousands of others who voted multiple times. So this is crazy, but the person who won...
actually, you know what? Big props to those people. Because not only did they vote multiple times, sometimes more than 10, they also, they did a lot, the comment, which, I didn't do, because I was lazy enough. I had to take a break halfway through that video, which I think might have been featured on that video I was talking about earlier that I was put into. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got tired. But, borderline is. Good job, guys. Very proud.
EWOW 2 is Chi Knits, who I believe is the same person who won TWOW 9B back in early 2016. So, crazy.
Just trying to give good sportsmanship out to all of my fellow EWOWers. If there are any EWOWers watching this, I assume there's got to be 1 or 2. Good luck out there, folks.
2-time winner Chi Knits, and they said, octopus, cuttlefish, squid, oh my. A cephalopod buffet I can't deny. So it rhymes. I'm actually reading this live. This is my blind reaction. Second place is Twisty Bit, who says, now we...
Here we got the leaderboard. So I'm not going to be anywhere near the top. But who have we got here? So... yeah, I'm not on there. But as for that top one, again mentioning that video I was thrown into, I'll link it in the description. Yeah. It rhymed. The response that I ranked fairly high. I like things that rhyme, and I'm glad Carrie does too. So that's awesome.
Hunger for the greatest pod, the podium, and crazy enough, they got silver on the podium. They're in the top 3, so they got that podium. And then third place is the graphical harmonicist, who says, Plants vs. Zombies, P-pod shooters are very high in vitamin D defense. So, that's a very...
I'm not surprised the Plants vs. Zombies community is, fairly large, and I imagine it definitely overlaps with the BFDI community. I just can't believe Carrie infected my Britishness there. It's like my trademark, man. What's it doing to me?
A vintage tower defense video game that I loved playing as a kid, and these people all scored above 92.
You love playing it. They overlap the fan bases. Carrie's not technically part of the BFB fan base because he made BFB, but whatever.
Percent. Now look at this. In EWOW 1, a lot of people at the top got 3, 2, 1 votes. It wasn't as impressive because there was so much noise, but now the responses are getting between 10, 20, and 30 votes. Also in the top 20, we have Nazlemi Jones, Stealthy Septile, Italic 177, Thanos Whale, Jogo, Jeshua.
I like how Carrie does read out all the names, Not all the responses, because then the video will be as long as my last video. Not last video, the last EWOW reaction. But, it's nice of him to genuinely go out of the way to shout these people out. It's nice.
Rainbow Knight and Scorb, Snowy Packle, who I know is an animator for Inanimate Insanity, The Pink Bunny Empire, G-Man, Loser the Loser,
I do kind of wonder if those people, like Snowy Packle, who I'm also aware of, and I'm sure if you're watching, you probably are too. I do wonder if people see the responses and maybe think, is that to do with the creator? Or wait, no, the responses are anonymous. What am I on about? Well, it's nice that he got on the leaderboard.
EX Fyroini, Crystal Birdie 277, Boost Glitch 357, Minor Dill, Mock, and Algo.oo. I see a lot.
Just wanted to pause. Sorry I ramble a lot. I want to make this more of a reaction video than just me sitting here I want to input occasionally, but I feel like I'm rambling a bit. I'm rambling right now. I'm going to continue the video.
A lot of mentions of cephalopods, escape pods, the iPod. So this is ranks
back to rambling. When I did my reaction video of the last EWOW, there were a lot of like when I started reading the first few batches, I was like, yeah, these are really original. But by like response line like 10, I was like, oh my god, stop talking about iPods and like P pods. I can't remember the other ones. I think iPods, P pods, AirPods, a lot of that. So every time I'd have a different pod, I'd be like, thank fuck.
1 through 20. Here is 21 through 40. I'm just going to go through them quickly. 41 through 60. I will show them in a more like formal place later. And here's 61 through 80. And look who somehow ranked 65th. It's me. And I did not expect to perform this well.
I forgot Carrie was in this. What's his icon? I don't even see that. Let's see. That's cool. In 2024, we've chosen P pods. People eat acronym pods over dinner. But I could have ranked that one. I ranked so many responses that if I've read one from the leaderboard that I ranked, then I wouldn't even know. I'm gonna check where I am in the leaderboard in a minute. I assume I'm not in any of these places, but still cool.
I mean, like percentage-wise, I actually did worse than EWOW 1, but my rank is somehow better. So thank you so much, voters. And my response was, in 2024, we've chosen PEAPODS. People eat acronym pods over dinner. And I thought I was like, being clever. I also see Jujumus in 70th. They composed Skyline back in 2016 as well. Farewell, 2018's Forbidden Snack. Bean pods bring a healthier, non-toxic crunch. Alright, it's time for fun histograms. So if you use 10 words or fewer, which is about a quarter of you, 2,000, then your average score was diminished.
I was in that quarter. Wait, did I use 10 words or 11 words? I think I might have used 11, because I thought we were supposed to use 11. I can't remember. I think I used 10. I should be in that quarter. But I'm surprised, like, the majority of people, when I was actually ranking them, I was surprised how many people had longer responses. But it's interesting, to say the least.
To 36%. But if you used more than 11 words, that's even worse, 30%. But hit the nail on the head with 11 words and your average score is 55%. A whopping 848, or about 10% of EWOWers, mentioned AirPods in EWOW 2. That was seen as a bit...
See? I told you. So many people talk about AirPods. I mean, iPods, yeah, I get it. Old school. AirPods are somewhat new. I sound like a goddamn old man screaming at kids to get off his lawn. But the amount of times I saw AirPods being mentioned, I wanted to pull my hair out, man. It's like giving me flashbacks watching this.
Unoriginal, so the average score was lowered to 49.7, but that's so close to the mean it comes out in a wash. But if you use the word escape, well, that's only 248, much fewer, and that boosted to 50.
Yeah, a lot of people mention like space pods, escape pods. I do remember I was going to put something about a space pod or an escape pod originally in my response. I didn't in the end. I can't remember what I put. I think a joke to do with dishwashers, like we used to eat Tide Pods, now we wash away our sins, possibly, something like that. I don't know. Well, I think we're going to be able to see my response at some point in this video. But yeah, a lot of escape pods as well. Not as much as AirPods, so I wasn't as annoyed, but still a lot.
57%, more originality. Use the word P like I did, and the average score is like 52%. It doesn't really matter. iPod.
A lot of P pods too, and iPods. But that just made me more thankful when someone came up with a different pod to use, which I probably can't even remember right now. Either way.
54%. Did you use the word podium like TwistyBit did? That was so unique, only 42 people thought of doing it. And the voters loved it. They give it a score of 61% because of the clever wordplay and because it was so original. If you're one of the 1,900...
That is why I would rank things higher. If it didn't have iPod, if it didn't have AirPod, anything like that, if they just use something with like the word pod in it, like podium, like that sort of thing, like a play on words like Harry just said, I would rank it higher because it's more original. So I need to keep these sort of strategies in mind for whatever I respond to this one when I submit my response.
100 people who used the word Tide, just like the original prompt that mentioned Tide Pods, then your average score was 49%, so pretty much a wash as well. So when you were asked the question, which pods are we feasting on now? If you answered none, like here, the voters did not like that. They wanted to see what happened if I searched my own name, Carrie, and 55 of you, or about 0.6%, did mention...
A lot of, like, BFB references, referencing to Carrie, EWOW as a whole, TWOW, a lot of that sort of stuff coming from the BFDI fan base, and I can't remember how I felt at that time. I think overall it's sort of just like, if you can come up with something new, that's, good. I get why you want to reference that, BFDI is a huge part of what Carrie does, and obviously, a huge part of this as well. I mean, the book's owners. But I think if you can have your response be original, funny, and not have to rely on like BFDI or Carrie or anything like that, I would rank it higher personally. But a lot of that sort of stuff.
Mention me, so yay. So after 2 rounds of EWOW, a lot of people have lost lives. So how do you read this chart? Well, 3, look at the 3 here. That means that 2,888 EWOWers right now have 3 lives. They're basically right where they started. 6,870 EWOWers have only 1 life left. They're hanging.
I've got a feeling that might be me. I don't know, possibly like 2 lives, because I think my response was under 11 words. Either way, I'm dreading to see myself on the chart. I know you can gain lives? I know you can gain lives in this, but yeah, I bet I didn't do good. I don't know, maybe I did. Maybe there's a miracle. Who knows?
By a thread, but that's the most common case to be in. I don't know how this happened. I think I'm just like getting really, really lucky, but I'm one of the 65 people who has 5 lives right now, so it's me and the other 64. My friend Ben posed the question, how many EWOWers after EWOW 3 might have 6 lives? And if there's no correlation, then about 5% of these 65, or about 3 people, will have 6 lives. I don't think that'll be me, but if performance across episodes is correlated, it'll probably be higher than 3. Here are EWOW 2's timestamps for the...
A lot of statistics are being thrown at me right now. I'm sort of starting to lose focus, but, input. I'm trying to add input still. Okay.
The ranked leaderboards, alphabetical leaderboards, and contestant grids. Check them to see how well you did. But anyway,
I will use the alphabetical one, obviously, to see how I did. Again, still dreading it, but obviously we still have our response to submit, which I do remember some people were against in my first EWOW reaction, which I also submitted a response in, and they were like, could affect the competition. Sorry, my brain is just numb right now. But yeah, they were like, this could affect the competition, you could alter results, and I was like, surely one person who sees my video is not going to see my response in the sea of responses. But then in my last video, I ranked someone's response who watched the video, so I guess it is fairly likely. I did say in the last video, if I should stop doing that, let me know in the comments. Nobody said it in the last video, so I don't think there's a problem with that at the moment. We'll see in the comments of this one, honestly. But genuinely, if you think that I should, stop doing, submitting them in the video, then let me know. Personally, I do feel like it makes a video more interesting. There's more to it, but I'm not sure how people feel about that, so let me know in the comments. I will be doing it this time, but if you really don't want me to do it next time, let me know.
On to EWOW 3A. The third EWOW prompt is, our first EWOW friends will be eliminated this round. What does the EWOW afterlife look like? It's quite a...
Man got a knife ready for that, jeez. Oh, okay, few stuff I've got in mind already, but I guess I'm gonna have to really think on my feet when submitting this response. It is hard when I'm literally recording myself and I can't just sit there for hours going, just thinking, I have to kind of talk through it and then submit one. But I'm sure I can think of something a bit better than the Tide Pods one, because I know what the afterlife is, don't really know what a Tide Pod is. I don't know if it's an American thing, I can't really remember. But anyway.
A bittersweet prompt indeed, but it's fitting given the context. To all 16,607 competing EWOWers, submit your responses to that prompt by May 5th, 2024 at 10 p.m. UTC. This is the last time every...
I'm surprised Carrie's able to just hold up a knife, point it at a camera, and threaten people like that, and YouTube hasn't taken it down. I'm glad they haven't taken it down, but still, I feel threatened personally right now. I don't know about you, but
EWOWer can respond to that prompt because thousands will be eliminated by EWOW 4. To the 6,870 EWOWers who have just 1 life, you must respond to this prompt and do reasonably well, or else you're out. So please don't forget. Hopefully, we can
That's kind of a lot, that's quite a lot of pressure. So obviously we'll see how many lives I'm on, but we're gonna keep my response under 11 words, under 10 words, sorry, or like 10 words at least, so under 11 words, yeah, and see what place I'm in. And we will submit so we don't lose a life, but yeah, a lot of pressure. Maybe there won't be so many of these EWOW reactions anymore, because I don't know about you, but I'm not reacting it when I'm not in it. You know, what's the point? That sounds so selfish. Let's just continue video.
we can get a higher participation rate than 51.9%. My prediction is that around 3,000 people will be eliminated due to non-response, and another 1,500 people will be eliminated due to placing in the bottom 49%, which means if you survive next round, you're in EWOW's final 12,000. But there's no way to know exactly that number until EWOW 3B. Exciting times we live in. Anyway, see you in EWOW 3A.
See ya, Carrie. Okay, let's find my response. The setup that I'm in is kind of weird to like lean over the computer like that. But okay, so here's a leaderboard response. Got that. And then alphabetical. So.
The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga in cinemas May 24.
You can feed your ambition with effortless business energy. Get a business energy quote today.
Jesus! 2 unskippable ads in a row. YouTube hates me. I'm not going to see that film. I don't know what it's about. Never seen the trailer. And it looks rubbish. Let's see what we can find here. So this is right, B, C. Yeah, no. Okay, here we go. Should be around this area. We've got C. Here you go. I think I saw this guy in the last video and I pointed out, but that's almost my name. Almost, but not. Am I here? Nope. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now we feast on junk food and wash away our sins. So not the worst response in the world. It is red. But let's see. What's this number? Average score is 45. So below average. Lives. Oh, shit. Yep. 1 left. And, 26 votes. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so we've got to make this response a banger. But, what else is in this video? Yep. Oh, okay, right, fair enough. Contestant grids. Oh, we can also find a name. Yeah, okay, let's have a look for that as well, just because why not? I'm depressed with the fact that, 1 life left. There you go. Next one. There I am. 5,400. Jesus Christ, I don't know how to count. 5,479th place with 1 life. Hey guys, and future Chalk, if you're reading this. ... I am reading this. Hello, Chalk. You're fucked. Sorry. Excuse my French. Let's submit our next response, I guess, man. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Man, 1 life. What a world we live in. Where me, the mighty Chalk. I'm gonna stop. Has 1 life. What is your response to the 3rd EWOW prompt? In 11 words or fewer. I can't talk. In 11 words or fewer. Respond to the prompt. Our first EWOW friends will be eliminated this round. What does the EWOW afterlife look like? Okay, let's think of something funny. Something about heavenly. That's heaven. Just heavenly. Could just put heavenly. No. EWOW characters burn in hell like in BFDI. Yay. Because that's a reference. But then I'm stooping down, not Snoop Dogg, stooping down to their level, which I don't appreciate. So let's think. Our first EWOW friends will be eliminated this round. I could use some rhymes like, friends are not forever, they'll end. Like friends end hell as we delve into hell. Friends end. In the end, friends end as we delve into hell. That ain't bad. In the end, friends end as we delve into hell, and it's 10 words. What else can we think of? And in the end, friends end as we delve into hell. There's one. EWOW. Say EWOW as you watch your friends just die. No, I'm going to go with my first one. Well, that's an interesting. EWOW could use that if there's one about being shocked or something. In the end, grammar's important. Friends end as we delve into hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's make hell capitalize. As we delve into hell. Oh, spooky. Right. That ain't bad. It rhymes, which I like. I said that before. And it's relevant. So, we'll see how we do. Option. Want to update your EWOW subtitle. So, I had this... What? The EWOW subtitle. What was the EWOW subtitle again? Oh, Gary. EWOW subtitle. I spent too long trying to find myself. I don't know why it took so long. What? I went past. I went... There I am. So subtitle... Is that the subtitle? Yes, it is. Okay. I want to change that. It's very long and you can't even see it. So something like Chalk. The man who deserves respect. That is, something relevant to do with Battle for Chalk's respect. If you know it, you know it. I'm going to put the man who deserves respect. You know what? No, the man who has all the respect. And I'm sorry I just touched the laptop and it shifted, but whatever. To man who... Actually, no. You know what? Respected. And respects. I don't know. That's what I got so far. I'll probably change it in the next one. Because I respect whoever earns my respect, and I'm respected. Hold on. Actually, no. Because I'm going to change it when we're talking appreciated and respected. Because... Let me explain. My subtitle is going to be appreciated and respected. Let me explain. On the BFNM Discord server, there's a channel called Chalk Appreciation because everybody just loves me. As well as that, Dodgeball Animates, one of my very, very good friends in the BFDI community, as it were. And someone on BFNM as well, has hosted something called Battle for Chalk's Respect, which you might see a bit more of soon. I don't know. But then we've got a reference to Chalk Appreciation and Battle for Chalk's Respect. So that's cool. Very me-centered. I love it. So, do you want to update your Booksona image? Let's have a look, see there. Not that I've made one. Maybe at some point, because I did make it with that random, website. Not random, but I did make it with the website. So I could update it, but I kind of like it, Took a bit of inspiration from, like, the color scheme of, like, Wonka with the yellow and the sky. Like, Wonka's jacket, that's where I took inspiration from, because I love Wonka. But, if you can tell from my profile picture, it's very Wonka inspired. But, yeah, I'll keep it like that. Also, Battle for Chalk's Respect, you'll see more of my love for Wonka in that. But, yeah, I'll keep my Booksona like that for now. And would you want your EWOW free confessional? Yes, that is awesome. There is going to be like a ... if I write too much. So I'm just going to put hello. Hello. I don't know. Okay. No, because it's not just going to be me who reads. That's going to be the public. The public, man. The public reads this. Yeah. Whatever. Sure. I don't care. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you want. I don't know. There's going to be a lot more like this if I'm not eliminated in the next one. But even if I am eliminated in the next one, at least there'll still be more, That'll be the next one. End of. I don't really know how to learn these things. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Again, I've said that, but thanks. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Chalk appreciation,